Welcome back, gentlemen. To another. let's let's die for 0 hour. Yeah. My gosh. When I'm sick and the throat is it's not well, then yeah, it's not good to speak. No. Good. So last session we did some additional changes to the heat haze effect of the USA microwave tank. I have no idea if that will improve anything. It looks fine to me. Good. Then let's do the following. Good. So we have fixed this guy. Yeah. We have changed the formatting here. Okay. And here we have changed the clamping. Good. Then let's do the following. We remove this. Then here we say fix clamping. Fix clamping. Then next we do fix offset. Fix Y offset. And then next, fix static assert. Fix static assert. Okay, next. Refactor this here. Refactor UV value assignments. Okay, and then this would be the last one. With a pitch. Move by full pitch. May include padding. Yeah. Buff size. Row bytes. Mem copy. Row bytes. Height. I wonder if there's like another helper function for this. How do other pieces of code work with the pitch? Let's search for a dot pitch. Dot pitch. This one does also use the loop here. Yeah. Yeah. Size of unsigned. How? Size of unsigned. Pitch divided by size of unsigned. Buffer. Copy. What is this? Width dot size, pixel size. Aha. 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 There already is such a function that takes care of the copying. Aha. How about we reuse that? Aha. Aha. Surface class copy. Okay. Let's go back to the smudge. Copy rects. Copy rects. So this one uses the DirectX function directly. Maybe we should change this code. Copies a portion of the current render target into specified buffer. Width and height. Copy rects. Copy. Min max. Okay, well, it looks like it always copies the full thing, right? Block size times box size here. What is this? 0, 0? Origin X. Copyright. Okay, I don't yet understand how we use this thing. How about we search for surface class and see how it is being used? Surface class. Oh, here. Here. Copy rects. Back buffer. Use copy rects. What is this here? Use copy rects. Background texture. Okay, but that's unrelated to copy rects, isn't it? Copy rects. Get render target. Get render target. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to turn this code here into the one with the with the surface class. I don't even know if it's exactly the same or not. You can give it a direct 3D surface. Okay, so how about, hold on. Ah, shit. So we can just create a new surface, yeah? Can we create an... So this is how we create a surface. So we get a render target here, go to error. It's a surface 2, yeah? Surface 2. And then we pass it surface. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the surface, and then we can let's comment this out. If 0, 0, all this, and if and then surface 2 copy, and then we have multiple overloads, copy, copy. So min and max. Min. So we have make a vector 2i min to ox OX and OX plus width max. Let's call it vmin vmax. Well, how's this called here? Min max. Okay. OY. And how about we call it that doesn't matter. Min max. Min. So it's vmin, vmax. And then boof, yeah? Boof. Copy. Incomplete type is not allowed. What? Vector 2i. Why is that? What is incomplete about it? Maybe we need to do it like this. No? Incomplete time. What's wrong with this? IJ, what the hell is that? Why does it not have a constructor? Oh, it does have a constructor, never mind. Let's go back. Okay, so the issue is simply that we need to include that. Oh boy. Include vector 2i. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Is it even possible that it can't get this guy? Let's remove this. Get render targets. Let's do it like this for now. Surface, copy. Surface class, it cleans up after itself, no? Yeah. Yeah. Release, yeah. What happens? What happens in the constructor? Man. So if you do this, what happens? Here. Attach? What? What the hell is that? What is attach? What? Aha, href. Oof. Aha. 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 Okay, then I think what we can do is we can do surface release. Surface, no, I think. And then we can get rid of this stuff here. What is temp surface for? Create image surface. What is this? Oh. It creates a copy of it. Copy. So we first need to create a copy of it, yeah. Create image surface. Do we have a wrapper for that? Poof. Poof. Let's see what happens if we do this. Yeah, it probably doesn't work. That's my guess. Yeah. Yeah, we suddenly skip now this create image service step, and I suspect that's not healthy. I don't know. Let's see. I have the suspicion that it either crashes now or just doesn't show anything. One of these two. Or there will be some graphical glitch. One of these three. No. Or it works. One of these four things. Let's see. Oh, it works actually. Huh. Interesting. So that works. Interesting. Surface. Raise. Then I think what we can do here is if surface is null, then we simply return 0, and what about results? By the way, did we actually write out the file? We did. Okay. HR. Oh, it didn't write out because we still have a compiler. Oh, let's test that again. Yeah, the problem is now it always returns null, 0. That's not right. Hold on, it can't work. Copy. What does this return? How do we get the amount of stuff we copy then? Copy. Buff size. Buff size. it do anything with the buff size? Oof. It's only used for test hardware support. So it's not even used for rendering, it's just used to check if we have support for it. So it can't be a source of error, really. Okay, it seems a bit risky. I would say we don't touch that shit. It's too risky. I don't know what will happen there. Let's revert there. It seems to be not relevant for what we do. What happens if we compile this here? This was the old method that didn't render to texture, just copied back buffer into texture, slow on NVIDIA. Didn't render to texture. Slow on NVIDIA. Okay, so what did we effectively change now? We fixed clamping, offset, static assert, and this, it doesn't... I don't think that this fixes anything, really. We need to fix something in the DirectX stuff. What else did ChatGPT say here? We don't care about copyrights. We fix that and that. We don't care. Too many per frame resets. We don't care. Verify its count. Yeah, we did. Hmm. Unusual geometry pattern. You did mention that it is an unusual geometry pattern. Why? Interesting quirks. Yes, the geometry pattern is quite unusual for what it's drawing. Let's unpack why that's the case. Each smudge is built from 5 vertices and 4 triangles, forming a quad with a center vertex. And the indices, so each smudge, 5 vertices, 4 triangles, 12 indices. What's normal for this kind of effect? Most smudge or decal rendering systems use 2 triangles forming a quad. Yes. That's 4 vertices, 2 triangles, and 6 indices. It's the simplest possible rectangular patch, yes. So why did they do something stranger here? Why this 5 vertex 4 triangle pattern is unusual? Inefficient. Twice as many triangles and creates a different shape and fall off pattern. The likely reason. This pattern was probably chosen for radial blending or non-linear smudge fall off. Aha. So that it maybe can fall off to the edges. Each smudge is a blob drawn onto the back buffer or an accumulation texture. The center vertex can carry different UVs or colors, alpha or intensity fall off, making 4 triangles that all meet at the center. The center can fade out smoothly in all directions, rather than stretching a texture across a single quad. It's not a rectangle, it's a diamond-shaped patch where the center can be shaded differently from the edges. That's perfect for smudge, splats, explosion, scorch. Why it's clever and still odd. Allows radial blending using vertex interpolation. No need for shader-based falloff. It works with fixed function pipeline lightning. Twice slight overdraw. Harder to batch. Awkward stride. Yeah. Odd because it's not the usual quad layout. It sacrifices efficiency for artistic smoothness. It suggests the engine was built around fixed function tricks rather than programmable shading. Yes. Okay. I don't know what else to do here. There is an issue in this code where on some GPUs the game world renders black when one batch of smudges is rendered. Why? Tell me. Telling symptom. When a single batch of smudges cause the entire world to render black, that's not a simple geometry or overdraw issue. It's almost certainly a direct 3D render state or buffer misuse problem. And in this case, that's a very specific and subtle one hiding in this code. Let's walk through it. The issue comes from how this function sets up and uses the index buffer and vertex count when calling draw triangles. The suspicious code. Oh, I looked at this already. I remember. Number of triangles? Question mark. Start index 0, polygon count, vertex count, vertex. The most likely direct cause, a combination of that and that. Okay, why is that a problem? It's fragile because the index buffer is shared across multiple draw calls. The index buffer is shared across multiple draw calls. But the wrapper may assume all indices are valid only for one static vertex range. Very forgiving. Okay. Much stricter, especially later. With discard or zero the render target if invalid index validation fail. Even stricter. The definite fix. Tell me. Ensure the vertex range exactly matches the indices used. Primitive count. 4 triangles per smudge. Draw Index primitives, triangle lists, base vertex index, 0, 0, 0. Clamp batches. It will draw triangle list. Start index will be 0. Polygon count. Would be this, yeah. And vertex index 0. There we go. Primitive type 0. Vertex count 520. Yeah. 0 plus 0. 416. It's just bogus what he's telling me. Yeah. I mean, it's correct, but it's not the problem. It sounds convincing what he says here, but who knows if that's correct. Where's this smudge? Here. Smudge draw size. Next buff. I don't know what the error might be here. It looks like everything is correctly set up. Any other ideas? Any ideas? I have no ideas. This also it doesn't have ideas. Okay, so we know that when the batch count is larger than 1, then it draws. If the batch count is just 1, it doesn't draw. It doesn't explain the black screen issue, but I assume these things are somehow related in some way. It's baffling. It is baffling here. What is this? Draw primitive. Draw triangles. I don't know what to say. Oh. Ever exceeds the number of vertices actually locked into the vertex buffer. Let me say, I don't understand the problem with the index buffer. Totally fair reaction, thanks. He shows a brick wall. Ah, boy. Each smudge has 5 vertices. Yes. Next smudge starts at vertex 5 and so on. Vertices n times 5, indices n times 12. You create an index buffer with that. Yes. Later, yes. What DirectX actually expects. How many indices to read? Which range of vertex indices in your vertex buffer are valid? Bounds checking. Each index in the index buffer must fall in the range. If any index points outside this range, the result is undefined behavior. The potential mismatch. You fill your index buffer once up to that 6,000 indices. But at draw time, you might render fewer smudges per batch. Yes. So say you only draw hundreds. Vertex buffer contains 100 times 5. Index buffer 500 times 12. Yes. Yes. But your draw call might still point at the same full index buffer. Huh. Let me see that. Your draw call might still point at the same full index buffer. Huh? I don't understand the problem. You only draw 100 smudges. Yes. Vertex buffer contains 100 times 5. Yeah. Index. But the draw call might still point at the same full index buffer. Full index buffer. Mm-hmm. That's already what it does. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. That way only the first indices of your index buffer are read. Hmm. Hmm. So maybe some issue with this here. Smudges and render bash. So this can be up to 500. Yeah. So let's say we build here some good old microwave tanks. Let's put a breakpoint here. We have 342. Let's build more. Now it should be 500, right? Yeah, 500. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Safe implementation that automatically clamps a range. Show me. Show me. Perfect. Each triangle uses 3 indices. What? Hmm. 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 Oh, that doesn't look very helpful. Hmm. 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 Doesn't explain anything here. I don't know what ChatGPT is doing, but it doesn't help. Okay, let me push this, what we currently have. Tested without forcing SSAA. I don't know what to say about this. It's some bullshit issue. I think we are done here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.